To those of you watching who might not feel worthy of being happy due to where you're at with your life, the common theme is we should ourselves. And we have all these shoulds in our life that make us feel like we're not worthy of everything, or we should be like this person, we should be doing this. Liking yourself can be a really difficult task when you have a bad relationship with yourself. But I'm here to tell you that you're worthy of being happy just as much as anyone else. And in this video, I'm gonna reveal to you how I learned to like myself after so many years of just wanting to be somebody else. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, then welcome to my channel. My name is Jackson Desjardins. I'm an ACE certified personal trainer. I've personally lost 80 plus pounds, almost 100 pounds, guys. And I'm here to help you do the exact same thing and just really uncover your super self that is within every single one of you. So for a lot of people, and myself included, sometimes liking yourself can be a really difficult task because in my opinion, you have to earn it. It's not just given. So I really want to just relay some wisdom that I've learned over the years of not liking myself and finally getting to a point where I like who I see in the mirror. But first, I'm starving. My parents are in San Francisco visiting my sister for the weekend, and I've been home with the dogs, taking care of them. So what I've got here are 2 turkey burgers that I eat every single day. I get the lower calorie Butterball turkey burgers, and these are 647 buns. In case you were wondering, I like to keep things lower calorie if I'm not gonna notice the difference. These buns have, what, half the calories of normal buns? And I can't even tell. And of course, we're rocking the baked lays today because, to those of you who don't know, my mother is a health nut and she raised me on baked lays and I wasn't allowed to have the normal ones. So I just genuinely think these taste better now. I don't usually have the baked lays, I usually just have the turkey burgers, but since I'm keeping it kind of simple today because I don't have all of my meal prep stuff, we're using MyFitnessPal and I just scan them and go. So I know how many calories are in, and it's kind of like an if it fits your macros style of eating, but I do more so like an if it fits your protein and calories style of eating. It just makes it more simple and I don't want to worry about every little stinking number. Also, I just copped this new Gymshark like t-shirt kind of thing. I don't even remember, maybe it's a seamless one or something, I don't know, but it's pretty sick. It's got like Gymshark on the back. Hashtag not sponsored, but I just really liked the shirt, so I bought it. Just in case you were curious, the total calories and macros for this meal are 880 calories, 87 grams of carbohydrates, 29 grams of fat, and 63 grams of protein. And is it optimal? No, but every day isn't gonna be optimal, and most days probably aren't gonna be optimal, so I say screw being optimal and do what you're gonna be able to do consistently, and if you're trying to lose weight, then just stay in a calorie deficit. Just focus on that. Are you one of those people who like needs to have a chip in your mouth with the bite of whatever you're eating? I'm not gonna just like eat the chips separately, unless they're baked cheddar sour cream ruffles. See the crunch with the sandwich? Fuego. All right, let's get into it. So guys, as I said, it took me a long time to actually like myself because I wanted to be somebody else. I just didn't want to be me. I didn't really take pride in anything that I stood for. I felt like I wasn't good enough. I felt like I didn't get respect, but I also felt like I deserved to not get respect. Not only from other people, but even from myself. Like I grew up thinking that, oh, everything that I do is just like not that good. Whatever I do isn't very high quality. I'm just like not capable of things that other people are capable of. This is called a fixed mindset. So a fixed mindset is basically when you think that you were born inherently with skills and not with skills and you can't improve, you can't change. I'm just not smart. I'm just not fit. I'm big boned. Like fixed mindset, like, oh, I can't lose weight. I'm big boned. That's not a thing, first of all. And instead of having a fixed mindset, I had to shift to a growth mindset. So I had to shift to, I might not be where I want to be right now, but that doesn't mean that I can't get there. I can improve and I can learn. A growth mindset just means that you have the capability to improve, to learn, to get better, to change. And once I adopted this mindset, I still had to prove it to myself. You see, When I say I started liking myself, that doesn't just, I don't just flick a switch and then I just started liking myself. I had to earn it, and I genuinely believe that. You can't just start liking yourself for no reason. You have to give yourself a reason to like yourself. Or in other words, you have to build self-confidence. And guys, this principle that I'm gonna give you is one that I am borrowing from Ed Milet, my absolute online mentor for everything in my life, pretty much. He has a podcast called The Ed Milet Show, and if you're not listening to him already and you're not consuming his content on YouTube or Spotify or wherever, then once this video is done, go consume his content because you will grow from it. He says that the only way to gain self-confidence is by keeping promises that you make to yourself. And I don't mean promises to other people, though that's good to do. I mean promises to yourself. So, I'm gonna eat in a calorie deficit this week and I'm gonna hit the gym 3 times and I'm gonna be consistent because I have a goal and I want to achieve that just personally for me. You keeping that promise to yourself is going to build momentum for your life. And once you start keeping more and more promises to yourself, you start to believe that you're worthy of the outcome that keeping those promises is gonna give you. So in this case, it would be weight loss. If I'm focusing on my calorie deficit, I'm making sure that I'm moving every single day and maybe getting 10,000 steps a day, and I'm consistent and I keep those promises and win those small battles all along the way to eventually win the war, which is a weight loss transformation. That's a huge promise that I kept to myself in my journey, and that's when everything started to shift. I just started to keep promises that I made to myself. And when you keep so many of those promises to yourself, you start to build a good reputation with you. You see, you have a reputation with yourself. It just might not be a good one. So you might not like who you see in the mirror because you know that if you say you're gonna do something to yourself, you probably won't do it, and that's not fun to think about. See, the reason I'm not a huge fan of the whole self-love movement isn't because I don't want you to love yourself. I think you should love yourself. But I don't think it's given. I think it's earned through keeping promises to yourself, because you can't just randomly get self-confidence. You have to earn it. I had to earn it over several years of my weight loss transformation and struggling and pain and failure. Guys, I tried to lose weight for 4 years and only put on almost 100 pounds. So I was at rock bottom. I really did not keep any promises to myself. And then once I shifted my whole belief system, literally about myself, and I proved that everything I said I was gonna do to myself, I actually would follow through on, I started to gain a little confidence. I started to like myself. That carried over to other areas of my life, where in college I had a 1.6 GPA. And then fast forward a year after I lost the weight and I'm sitting here winning psychology scholarships in my department, like, it translates to everything. So once you start achieving in your mind, not based on what anybody else thinks about you, but in your mind, that's when you can really start to like yourself. And guys, I even started to like myself when I was still fat. I've talked about this before. I want to show you this picture. This picture is me and one of my very good friends, Anthony. He's a Marine. He's an absolute animal. So as you can see, Anthony in this picture is absolutely shredded to the bone, and I'm still fat. So I was already like halfway through my journey during this time, and I was still overweight. But if you see how happy I was in my face, it was because I was making progress. I was progressing at that, and progress was happiness for me. Even though I wasn't where I wanted to be, I was happy because I was getting closer to it. I was making progress, and I wasn't even comparing myself to Anthony, even though he's sitting here shredded, and I'm sitting here like still fat, right? But I was so happy, and I was just so impressed with myself that I just wanted to keep it going. And then after a while of proving that to myself, I was like, man, I am worthy of going from fat to fit. I became mentally a fit guy. Not just physically, guys, but mentally I became a fit guy. Long story short, I had to keep promises to myself and do it consistently and not compare my chapter 3 to Anthony's chapter, 14. You make progress on you, and Cammy knows it. Cammy loved me when I was fat, right? So speaking of my shredded friend Anthony, he's actually in Ocean City tonight. So we are gonna go meet up down in Ocean City and just say what's up. So I'm gonna bring you guys along with me and we can say what's up to Anthony. Maybe reflect on times past. All right, everybody, so I just got back to my place because I'm getting ready to go meet Anthony at the bar in Ocean City just to say what's up. So we're changing out of the athleisure and we're gonna put on something nice. I don't know, I feel like I could just go in this and it would be fine, but See, if you don't have to struggle getting on your jeans, for me, they're just not tight enough. What shirt can we wear to rock with jeans and some Chelsea boots? How do we feel? How do we feel about this? We got the jeans, we got the Chelsea boots, and we got a short sleeve Henley action kind of thing going on. I'm feeling okay with this. I think we made a good decision. I will catch up with you guys when I meet up with Anthony at Sunset Grill, Ocean City, Maryland. All right, everybody, we are vlogging on the GoPro. So I just got myself a new GoPro Hero 9 Black, I think that's what it's called. But this thing's pretty sweet. It's really nice to be able to just like take around with me. Even if the quality isn't as good, it's still good to be able to bring you guys around without having to lug around a massive camera. We are at the awesome Sunset Grill. If you're ever in the area, Sunset Grill is like one of the best spots to go ever. Michael Jordan was here like 2 summers ago. It was really wild. He had like his big yacht here and stuff. It was wild.
What's up? Anthony, you going on the channel, baby? What's up? What's up? How we doing?
I'm doing good.
This man's an animal. He's in the Marine Corps. Marine Corps, baby. I knew him all before. I'm taking this son of a bitch off.
This is AJ. He's also in the Marine Corps.
AJ, nice to meet you, brother. I'm Jackson. AJ and Anthony are out here doing crazy stuff, dude. Look at this. Call of Duty looking shit. Come on now. Come on now.
Guys, I just want to let you know that this is Anthony right here. He's an absolute stud. He's a Marine. We got another Marine in the house. And this is a perfect example of not comparing your chapter 3 to your chapter 12. Me and Anthony go way back. And he was an absolute animal next to me, shredded ass 6-pack, okay? And I'm sitting there still fat, but I knew that I was making progress, so I was still happy. And look at us now. It's like, you know, he's an effing Marine. We're out here having drinks. It's a great time. And this is what you can do by not comparing your beginning, your behind the scenes, to somebody else's highlight reel.
The amount of time that it took Jackson to get from where he was to now is incredible. And the biggest thing I could count it down to is self-discipline.
Here's the thing. You don't find the motivation before you get started. You find the motivation after you taste the progress, and then you're motivated to keep going. Most people get it backwards. So I just want you to remember this. Meet yourself where you're at and get to the point where you want to be.
You just show up every day. So like that's the biggest thing about the Marine Corps is like, yo, we have no choice but to like show up. If you're like performing at 70% versus 100%, like you're still performing regardless. And then when it comes game day, you're able to perform at a higher rate versus what you were performing back when you were like, gosh, I'm so beat up. I'm thinking about how tired I am. No, you don't think about how tired you are. You just focus on like, okay, I need to perform right now. And what I have is what I have.
All right, guys, we just ended out a fantastic evening with Anthony, the boy right here, and we got AJ in the back. And I just want you to remember that when it comes to liking yourself and being able to appreciate who you are and what you're about, it just comes down to making progress. And Anthony was there the whole time during my weight loss transformation. We were on the stand together. We were lifeguards together over in Assateague Beach Patrol. Gotta represent. Make sure that you don't compare your chapter 3 to somebody else's chapter 12, because while Anthony was ripped while he was next to me, and he's still ripped to this day because he's an absolute animal, it was also just a progress point for me because I was just as happy standing with him as I was when I was looking at myself in the mirror, because I knew that I was making progress. So let Anthony be some inspiration to all of us here on the channel. And as always, let's keep getting better together. Let's keep on grinding. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.